Good morning. Hello everybody, happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting a week in my life video. I am starting my morning with my little coffee. If you follow me over on Instagram, if you don't, totally should, a little self plug. My username is just @Macey quarter, and I have been doing this thing called cook togethers, and today I made this coffee, and I was trying to actually make the like trendy whipped coffee that is a thing, but it was a fail. But it was actually kind of like a win-win because it was a fail for the consistency, but I actually had to improvise and make kind of like a new type of coffee that I've not had before, and this is bomb. So highly recommend. If you want the recipe on how I made it, then you can follow me over on Instagram. Alright, so obviously everybody's school days look different now. I am at home now. I have temporarily moved back home. If you haven't watched my like catch up video, I will leave it like in a little card right here so you guys can watch that and kind of catch up on my life since the last time I posted, since it's been a minute. I am at home right now. My school days look really different than what they were, but I just try to stay organized. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm like super organized, planny person, because I'm a really bad procrastinator. Like, it's a fault of mine. I admit it. I know, it's really bad of me. So I try to plan out my school days, because if I do not, I will get zero work done. And so, especially with me being at home, you would think since I have more time on my hands, I would be really onto things, but I'm not. I'm using my time, just not in the best way. So, I do highly recommend. I just want to say this real quick, and then I'll pop off what? I do just want to say this really quick, and then I'll pop off. Why can't I not say that? Oh my gosh. Okay. I do want to say this really quick, and then I'll hop off here and get on with the vlog. But if you are anything like me and like stationery type of things, and you really need to get into planning and making sure everything is good, I highly recommend getting like different color gel pens, and every subject be a different color pen. That has really helped me, because everything will kind of just look like it's blending together on my planner, because I have a ton of assignments and things. So basically, like, everything is a different color for the subject. Well, you guys, it is currently 12 o'clock, and to be honest, I have not really gotten a lot of work done. So yeah. I think I just need to like change the scenery. I just need to like take a little break for a minute, even though I really not got a lot of work done, and like fix me some lunch and just like chill for a minute, because I need to get my motivation back up. So this is my little lunch. I'm just having like a wrap, some carrots and ranch, a pickle, and then some chips and salsa too. So I'm just gonna chill, watch some YouTube probably, and try to get my motivation back up. Alright, we're back at it. Let's see if we can get some schoolwork done. Woo! Wow, I look cute. So I'm just outside right now. It's about 4 o'clock now. I've just hit this slump of like, I don't know, feeling like really overwhelmed. And you know, when you just like look at an assignment and you're like, wow, I don't even know like where to begin, or like you're reading the assignment but like you understand literally none of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening to me right now. And so I'm like, I just need to go outside. I haven't really been outside today because I've just been sitting at my desk and doing school stuff. mailbirds are swarming our house.
Oh.
So it is about 6:30 now, and we are going on a little family walk. If you watched my 10 things to do during quarantine, one of my favorite things to do right now is to go for a little walk. So I've got my sister with me, she's behind me, our dog Aussie, and going for a little walk. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I'm just sitting here enjoying my coffee. I am drinking my cold foam recipe. I'm realizing that this week's vlog is going to be a little bit off, and I'm going to explain why. Because today my sister is off work, and so usually when she's off work we will like hang out and like do stuff at the house, obviously, but we'll just like spend time together and stuff, and so it's really nothing to vlog about. And I do have to get ready at some point today because I have to film a video for something I'm doing on Instagram. So I will film that, and actually asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions, and I wanted to film like a little Q&A portion in this video, which I thought would be really fun. So I may answer those questions as I'm getting ready. I've got like some schoolwork to do this morning. Then tomorrow I'm babysitting because ever since I kind of lost my job temporarily due to this whole thing going on, I started babysitting a little bit throughout the week. Obviously I won't vlog unless there's at nighttime. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the day and for a few things. And I asked you guys over on my Instagram to ask me some questions, so I thought that I would insert a little Q&A portion into the video today because I thought that would just be fun, and that way you guys can kind of get to know me a little better. So I'm going to pull up the questions real quick and then get ready. I think this one is, I found this one kind of funny, but okay. The first question is, how am I working out these days? And to be honest, I'm really not. I really should get in more of like a consistent workout routine, especially now that I have more time, but I do every now and then like a random workout, but I go for walks, and that's probably about it. Okay, next question is, first thing I'm gonna do when I get out of quarantine. And I really don't know, to be honest with you. I haven't really thought, I really haven't had something that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get out of quarantine so I can go do this specific thing. It's just, in general, I think like when I think of like going out to eat or going to Target or, you know, just different things, I think that for the most part is just what I've been thinking of. But probably like go on a date with Patrick or something. Okay, next question is, what am I going to school for? I am going to school for marketing. I really want to do like social media and digital marketing. That's kind of like the focus I'm doing in it, and yeah, I really love the concept of that. And oops, I hope I'm in focus. Okay, how did you and your boyfriend meet, And how long have y'all been together? So, funny story. He might be a little embarrassed that I'm going to tell this, but bonk it. Okay, so me and Patrick met because we both worked for the same retail store. So we met at work. He was like a holiday hire, and I remember like that he was just like he's gonna be, I feel like he's gonna like be like, why'd you have to tell all this? But so the first night that we met, I felt like he was just following me around all night long. We were the only two associates working, and he just like followed me around all night, like just talking and talking and talking to me. And he was sharing like his like life stories, like these crazy things. And I'm like, I literally just met you like 15 minutes ago. And I don't know, it was just like we had known each other our whole lives. And even the manager who was working that night with us, she was like, I could have swore that y'all like had known each other for your whole lives, because we just, I don't know, we just clicked instantly. And we really didn't like start dating then. We talked for a while and like got to know each other for a while. But yeah, he asked me the first night he met me if I wanted to go to Taco Bell. So I was like, I feel like he's gonna be a keeper. Yeah, this past January we have been together for 3 years. So, what breed is your dog? And I have a miniature Australian Shepherd. She is literally the cutest dog in the world, in my opinion. I'll leave a little picture right here so you can reference her if you don't know what she already looks like, but she's so cute. Next question is, do you prefer Dunkin' or Starbucks? Listen, this is a little bit of a controversial statement here, because I know there's like die-hard Dunkin' fans, but there's die-hard Starbucks fans as well. But I don't know, like I think Dunkin' has good drinks for the cheaper price. I just can't not choose Starbucks, you know? To be honest, I hadn't even tried Dunkin' until I moved to Murfreesboro, and my friend was like, you have to try Dunkin', because she is obsessed with Dunkin'. And we went, and I was like, that's pretty good, and it's like way cheaper. However, Starbucks just like, it's different, and there's just like so many options and things, so it is more pricey, but Starbucks for sure. Okay, next question. You have so many hobbies. Which is your favorite? I don't know. I used to play basketball, and so like for my whole life. So I would say like my favorite hobby of all time that I've had would be basketball, but I don't play basketball anymore. So I love like crafting and sewing. I love YouTube, obviously. I don't know if I have a favorite. I like all of my hobbies. Next one is, where do I see myself in 5 years? Okay, so 5 years from now, I'll be 26. Whoa. Crazy. I'd probably say I'd have my own house. I would like to be married by then. So hopefully married, my own house. Obviously, if I'm married, then my house with them. I always said that like I, in the long term, want to own my own store. So just depending on where I'm at, like with my marketing career, I may have my own store by then. Maybe, we'll see. And just like a bigger brand for myself as well. Like I really want to work on my own type of brand. So yeah, I think that's where I would see myself in 5 years, but who knows? What is my favorite Bible verse? Matthew 6 30 through 33, which is, if God gives such attention to the appearance of wildflowers, most of which are never even seen. Don't you think he'll attend to you? Take pride in you, do his best for you. What I'm trying to do here is to get you to relax, to not be so preoccupied with getting, so you can respond to God's giving. People who don't know God and the way he works fuss over these things, but you know both God and how he works. Steep your faith in God reality, God initiative, God provisions. Don't worry about missing out. You'll find all your everyday human concerns will be met. And that's in the, obviously that's in a different translation, but I really like the way that one is translated. And so I'd say probably that one or Jeremiah 29:11. What's a go-to outfit when you can't think of what to wear? I really want to do like a styling video on my IGTV. So I would say that my go-to outfit when I can't think of what to wear is this pair of mom jeans that I have. I got them from the thrift store, and I like cropped the bottom so they like are kind of flare, but they're super high rise and like vintage feeling. So I would definitely say probably like those mom jeans with my white Air Forces, and probably just like a plain cropped tee, or yeah, probably like a plain cropped tee. That's my like go-to outfit if I can't think of what to wear. So plain or like a graphic cropped tee, or maybe like an oversized tee or sweatshirt with biker shorts and my Air Forces. My Air Forces like I wear every day, so all my outfits really revolve around those bad boys. This one's from my sister, and it says, what's your favorite Golden Girl? If you don't know me, I and my family, we are obsessed with all things Golden Girls, and so I would say my favorite Golden Girl is probably Rose. I just think her character is like super funny, and everybody always dogs on her on the show and stuff. So I hope you guys kind of get to know me a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and do just like a quick video of me touching up my hair, because it's really nothing crazy. I just used this little bed head one. I think this is, it's either 1 or 1.5 inch. I don't really know, but nothing super fancy. That's just what I do, and I don't have any product in my hair or anything like that, so let's do that. Alrighty, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys a healthier Reese's recipe I have been doing here recently. It's so good, and I start with lining a cupcake pan with some little cupcake liners or whatever they're called, and then I'm doing 3/4 a cup of peanut butter. And here I added 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. The recipe calls for I think 1, but I did 2 just to make it a little sweeter. Then I'm just giving this a stir. You should start to see the peanut butter kind of stiffen up just a little bit, and not be as creamy, so that it molds really well in the cupcake liners. Next, I am just taking about a tablespoon worth of peanut butter. This part gets a little tricky because the peanut butter is really easily going to stick on your fingers and on the spoon. So, yeah, I'm speeding it up here, but it does take a little bit of time just to get it right and in the perfect shape that you want. So you want to go ahead and put this in the freezer for about 30 minutes to get the peanut butter nice and stiff. And here I am just melting a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. Now you want to make sure that it is a 1/2 cup once the oil is melted. This is where you can kind of mess up a little bit and not use enough coconut oil. So make sure it's a 1/2 cup once melted. Then I am doing a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. and then 3 tablespoons of honey. If you want it just a little bit sweeter, I would add maybe a little bit more honey. I would not recommend doing sugar because the consistency does not turn out right. I will say that these are just a little bit stronger than normal Reese's. The chocolate in it is a little stronger. Now I am just whisking the chocolate and oil mixture up until it's super smooth. It should look like this. And obviously you have to do a taste test to make sure that the chocolate is just right. And then now the Reese's are ready to be assembled. So I've taken the peanut butter cups out of the freezer, and I'm going to do about a tablespoon worth of chocolate over the top. Now this recipe does leave me a little bit of chocolate left over. So I sometimes will add just a little bit more than a tablespoon. Yeah, so now you are all done. These just go in the freezer for, I think it's 2 hours is what the recipe calls for. But anyways, you basically just want to put them in the freezer until they are nice and hardened. And then you take them out of their little liners and into a little Ziploc bag. And these hold up really well in the freezer for about 2 weeks is what the recipe called for. And so what I typically will do is once I'm ready to eat one, I'll put it in the refrigerator for just a little bit to get it a little softer so it's not rock hard from the freezer. And that's it. I am going to leave the exact recipe down in the description box, so if you want to give it a try and look back at it later, you're more than welcome to. Morning, happy Friday. Cheers to that. As you can probably tell by now, all my mornings basically start the same. I get up, I make coffee, and then plan out my day. And I sit here at my desk and do my schoolwork. But my coffee turned out really good today. I'm about to get on my little Zoom meeting. I have a Zoom class this morning at 8:30, and it is almost 8:10 now, so I just like to get in early to make sure that like there's no technical difficulties or anything. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with that, plan out the rest of my day. I do have a bunch of schoolwork today, but I want to try and get as much done today so that I don't have to work as much throughout the weekend.
That a customer, Sam, could be injured. Okay, so again,
today for my lunch, I'm just having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. These little cracker chip type of things to go with this bacon ranch cheddar dip. You can literally just get this from Walmart in, I think, like the deli section. It is so good. My sister got me and my mom hooked on it, and it is so good. So I'm going to have some of this and then some pickles and some water, because I realized that I have not been drinking a lot of water while I've been at home. So yeah, this is my little lunch. I was just craving a peanut butter jelly sandwich for some reason. I wanted to show I am still working on homework currently, some fun accounting work. But I have been listening to this health code podcast. This is one of my favorite podcasts. This is one of my favorite YouTubers, Sarah's Day. She's awesome. If you have not watched her channel, you totally need to. But they have a podcast, her and her fiance, and it is so good. And they just started filming them for YouTube as well, so you can kind of like see them film behind the scenes, kind of, I guess you would say. They film it while they record it. I don't know if that makes much sense, but yeah. I've just been listening to this, and I thought I'd give a good little podcast recommendation. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's officially the weekend now, and I'm not going to vlog much of today, mainly just the morning, because I'm going to spend time with my mom and sister. But first things first, I want to go make my coffee. P.S. This is my little shirt today. It says, "If the love doesn't feel like 90s R&B, I don't want it." And saying. Alright, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end off the week in my life vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed just this little like stay at home week in my life. I know that I didn't do a lot of things for the vlog. It wasn't very eventful, but like this is just the reality of staying in and staying home. If you did like this video and you want more vlogs in general, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, turn on your post notifications as well so you're notified every time I upload. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!